Hello, this is Pixie Lambda, another video. It's a continuation of the Lemurian headband. Last night, well, anybody who lives in the UK will know it's red hot at the moment. So I slept on a sleeping bag and had like a ceiling fan on and some other fan on, tower fan. And I decided, well, why didn't I try wearing this Lemurian headband while I try to go off to sleep? So I popped it on my head. I mean, pretty much soon after I popped it on my head and was in the dark, I could feel a type of pulse sensation here in my pineal, and but then I also felt something else. Something felt like it had put a towel over the top of my head. And it was sort of touching sensation, so it felt like possibly there was something else in the room touching me. It could be some interdimensional. When I first wore it and I was down my mum's house, and I did the previous video, I just popped it on, tried it out for a bit, and did some qigong, and I sat down, did some and started doing the video. I did notice something moving around. There often is interdimensional things out there anyway. Most people don't really notice them. When you become more sort of clairvoyant or psychic, you tend to pick up on them a bit more, and they pick up on you. So it's kind of this quid pro quo sort of relationship. So tit for tat and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so when you get more involved, they take an interest, but they won't do any harm. I mean, I wouldn't sort of worry about it and be screaming, "Protect me, Jesus Christ," and all these other things. I mean, you can bring in things if that's what you want to do, but don't overreact to anything. Fear itself feeds these type of entities. So yeah, it did feel like something strange was messing around my head, top of my head. So it might have been something good, or it might be something negative. It couldn't really have any effect on me. It just I could feel it touching me. It's a bit weird. It's like a child touching me, to be honest. So it may even be like little people and stuff like that. I've had a dream where I come back and I pictured seeing a fairy or something like that before I came back, before I woke up, which is a bit odd. And I thought, well, there's no precursor or reason for me to do that, to think of it. So something's triggered it, or something has come along and tried to identify it itself as something like that. But yeah, it was like a little winged person. So it's quite a interesting sort of dream to wake up. I didn't remember anything before it, only that it seemed to have taken me back to my body in that sort of sense. There's other things like jinn that are quite strange, and they might also show themselves in animal forms. It might be not necessarily negative, it might be just a bit odd. I think one sort of image coming to mind, it was like a giant cobra, so that wasn't so nice. It was almost testing to see if I was scared of it, and yeah, basically quite easily swallow me whole. Especially if it's like a 6 foot in length. It's got the same thickness as my head. It's downwards its body. So yeah, it's quite a bit freaky. But I haven't really noticed any too much sort of interdimensional activity recently. Only what I've mentioned since putting on the crown, or putting on the headband, I should say. But yeah, it definitely feels some sort of energy down in the pineal. I tried charging it up at some point, go to a tree, sit underneath it, pop the crown on in the sunlight, let the energy from that, from the sunlight and the tree to charge up the crystal, and then turn it to charge up me. So that's the theory how it works. And then I just see how it progresses from there. Definitely after putting it on for a while, you take it off and you'll feel some activity lingering there. And as I mentioned, I still feel like a bit like a pulse. You can feel the blood seem to increase at that part of the head. So it's a bit like if you've ever had any throbbing sensations where like migraine or something like that. It's not that nasty sort of feeling, but you can feel the blood almost throbbing in that area, and there's more activity there. So it's stimulating. It also makes you it can make you a bit tired. So you might need to have more energy, more nutrition and things like that, because it's not just a psychic thing. It'd be manifestation into the physical realm as well. So you're basically switching yourself on means you're going to be burning more chemicals that affect you neurologically. So maybe you got to get your omegas up and other things as well, or just improve your diet generally. If you eat rubbish and then you try to push yourself, all that happens is you just wear yourself out. It's a bit like going down to the gym after eating a load of junk food. It doesn't really work out so well, does it? So anyway, this is Peter signing off, and I just wanted to give you an update since last time I wore the crown or headband. Right then, bye.